big island again at my other house, and I'm taking a walk around the landscape here to see just what's been going on since I've been gone. Well, hibiscus is no big deal over here in Hawaii. My raspberry ice bougainvillea is trying to eat the world alive. I pruned my dragon fruit back extra hard last time I was here, and it's come back looking good, but there's no fruit, no flowers, no nothing. Plant looks fine though, so I guess it'll be okay. I probably won't get a chance to eat these because I think the birds are going to get them before they're ripe, but I actually did manage to get a few grapes over here this time. Grapes are not a common thing in Hawaii. This is an oddball. About 3 or 4 years ago, I put in this Moro blood orange from a 5-gallon container. I still don't have any fruit on it. This thing's got to be 10 feet high. That's just unbelievable. I assume it's going to start fruiting. You know, anybody that thinks trees grow too slow, check this baby out. It's over 25 feet high. It's a good 22 feet across. This is the Cucuy Nut, or the candle nut. I planted that from a seed 7 years ago. There's never been a record of a hurricane making landfall on the Big Island, but Hurricane Iselle almost made it. I believe it downgraded to a tropical storm about a mile offshore when it came in. This was a guava. They keep bringing me all kinds of stuff. This one over here is Naranja, orange of the Andes, I think. I see I got flowers in there right now. I've never had this fruit. It's related to tomatoes and eggplants. It's in the Solanaceae, but it's supposed to be a tart, almost citrusy tasting fruit. Just beyond it over here, I've got a Surinam Cherry. It's supposed to be one of the sweeter cultivars of that fruit. This property is 2 acres of andesol. Andesol is like Class A soils found in the tropics. They really don't get much better. They're created by volcanic ash and cinders. That's what we got here. Mine is at least 16 feet deep before you start to hit anything kind of hard down there. But it usually rains considerable over here on this side of the island. The last 3 years, the rain has stopped, and as you can see, I got cracks all over. Andesols are a pretty odd soil. They drain really, really fast, but yet they're kind of sticky, and they get stuck on your toes and fingers and stuff, almost as if it was a clay soil, but it's not. They're definitely not. This is different, though. They're usually damp to the touch with the drought, and this is dried out into little angular fragments. Pretty bizarre. Never seen such a thing. Cracks, 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 and more cracks. Yeah, and if you need a Jack and the Beanstalk garden project, try picking the seeds out of a Rollinia fruit and put them on the ground. Here's a 3-year-old Rollinia tree over here, and it's starting to flower. It has yet to make any fruit, but it's flowering. The fruit is, it's in the family with things like cherimoyas and atamoyas, custard apples, sour sops, pawpaws. It's related to pawpaws even. Grows well here in Hawaii, as you can see. 3-year-old from a seed. Here's a bizarre looking thing. This is a pomelo known as a jambon. That's a great big old thing. Thick rind, kind of grapefruit-like inside, but crispier. Good friend of mine got me some pigeon pea seeds. This is a nice perennial legume. I'm planning to use it as a perennial cover crop in between my coffee plants here. But the Puerto Ricans know all about this one. This is the gondoles. Eat it with rice con gondoles. It takes a little while at my elevation, but we're starting to get pods on my cacao. Homegrown organic chocolate. No home garden should be without Owari Satsuma, the seedless Mandarin. This is a marvelous fruit. I love this thing. I put this one in now about 7 years ago. It's doing really well, and we're getting pretty good crops of fruit on it. The other must-have from my point of view is the lime. This one over here is the Tahitian lime. It tastes pretty good. It's a little bit bigger than most of the limes I'm used to in the mainland. As you can see, that's really some pretty good sized fruit. They're good though. Oh, there they are. There's the flower buds on the ice cream bean. When you'll happen to like ice cream beans, looks like we're gonna have a pretty good crop of them. This goofy thing's a great big old bean pod, and when you crack it open, it looks like cotton candy, which is very sweet and sticky, wrapped around the seeds. Wow, and here's a real pride and joy. This is part of my ayahuasca farm here too. This is the Banisteropsis capi. I have it growing in a Japanese persimmon tree, but as you can see, it is all the way up, out of the top of the tree and reaching for outer space. The vine was planted here a year and a half ago. So this is the Amazonian vine shamans use, known as yahe. It loves Hawaii. Here's my baby Eureka Lemon. Put him in February. He's been here for 1 year. He's doing pretty good. They're out of season right now, but my white pineapples are thriving, and I have about 500 plants at this point. So we'll be looking forward to a heck of a crop in the next 12 months again. Coffee's doing well in various different ages. I've been planting coffee out here for quite a while. It gets taller that way, and it gets shorter this way, year after year. I think I'm about done planting coffee, though. That's going to be the end of it. I've interspersed pineapples, as you can see here, and then lots of different fruit trees in between it. The avocado right here, for instance, bananas back there behind it. My Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee seems to be doing pretty well. It's holding up, but laying over here is more of the wreckage from Hurricane Iselle. That was Cavendish bananas. There's a beautiful little longan, the dragon eye fruit. Here's some of the dwarf Ulaa coffee. Why, is that a cute little mound, huh? Hard to prune, easy to pick. Some of the yellow pod cacao. I haven't gotten the cocoa pods off of those yet, but this one has the yellow hide, unlike the red ones I showed earlier. There's a good looking pulp mango. We'll see. The trees grow on this side of the island, but historically, because of the amount of rain we get over here, the flowers don't set worth a darn. We'll find out. If I end up cutting this one down to make furniture out of, I guess that'll be its future. Coffee! Did you know that the fruit of the coffee cherry has more caffeine in it than the seed does? Eat this fruit, you get wired. Here's my star apple. Looking good. No fruit yet. Good looking plant though, growing nicely. Hope for the best. And of course the Hawaiian koa tree. Traditional canoe material, and wow, any of you guys who play guitars or ukuleles, you know what this thing is, right? That's the most valuable hardwood on earth. About $250 for a board foot of the good stuff. Well, there's a 3-year-old carambola, or star fruit. Big yellow star-shaped thing. No fruit on it yet, but it's looking good. And so I'm suspecting within the next year or two we'll start to see fruit on that. There's a soursop tree, Guanabana. I see quite a few buds in here right there with fruit on them, so maybe we're going to get some this year. I'm looking forward to it. This is vanilla orchid. I have it draped through my coffee trees over here. Every time it gets up a little too high, I yank it down. It's been around when it flowered last time, but I've got these bracts from the flowers all over the vine indicating that it had flowered. And so maybe I'll be around next May and I can do some pollination, get myself some vanilla beans. Coconut orchids. Aren't they cute? These like to grow up the sides of coconut palms. Bananas. More bananas. More bananas. And more bananas. And bananas. How many bananas can one man stand? How many bananas can we deal with? I'm telling you, I'm going bananas here. Hawaii.